What's going on, everybody? It's Kyle here with All Dogs again, and today I have another Tacoma install video for you here. Chad's gonna make a guest appearance, it appears. But Diode just released their new SS6 fog lights. It replaces the fog lights that they previously had in a small configuration for trucks like Tacoma, Frontier. Mike actually has the older style on his Frontier. So not only are we gonna do an install, we'll show the light out. So they offer these in a Sport, Pro, and Max. I went middle ground with the power output. Max is probably be overkill in this situation, but these are SAE certified, so you can run them at all times. They're not on off-road use only. So we will give you a walk around on how to take the bumper off. I know I have a video on the Baja 686 inserts, but we didn't do a bumper takeoff walkthrough. So we'll do that. I'll show you how to install these, and then once we get them done, we'll compare light output, and then we will also, hopefully in a near future video or something, possibly compare the old SS6s to these, just to compare light output on those. But yeah, we'll get to taking the bumper off and we'll walk through installing these. So I've actually kind of started this early, my bad, but I'll kind of walk you through. First step is to take this plastic panel off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these clips. You just simply press down on them and then they release. So you do that to take this panel off. Pop that off and pull that out of the way. And then, since I have the 6th element intake, I did have to pop these 2 clips. I honestly can't remember if those clips need to be removed with a factory intake. So if you have a factory one, this step may not be necessary, but I popped those 2 just so I could gain access to this bolt. There are 3 bolts along the top that you have to remove. So I started with this one just so I knew I could get it out. So all your bolts on this bumper are going to be 10 mil from what I remember. If there isn't, I'll correct you when we get there, but just these 3 top bolts out. Get those out. There's 2 plugs here that you'll want to disconnect. You simply depress the plug. 2. Now there is a 3rd plug on this bumper, but that won't be, you won't pull that off until you get to where the bumper comes off. I'll show you in a later step. Once those are off, you're essentially released up top. So then you'll move to the sides, which you're gonna have these 2 clips here. I've already pre-released these. They take a flathead, and as you turn them, they release. So these are released now, as you can see. Some people remove the wheel liner out of these clips after installing the Baja lights. We learned that you don't do that. It makes it incredibly hard to get the fabric back in that clip. So once it's off, simply just remove these from the flare if you can. I don't know why it's not releasing, but got a little dirt in there, it looks like. But yeah, so these will remove. And then at that point you have 3 10 mils. There's one here, and there's one up here that you'll release. So you can just pull this away from the bumper because there's a screw that sits behind this. A little bit of dirt. And then also for your wheel liner, there's 2 more bolts down here at the bottom. Don't know if you can see them or not. And then one of them, so most of them are like this, and they're plastic, but the one farthest to the inside for the flare is an actual bolt. So keep that in mind when you do that. At this point, you should be able to slide everything back and out of the way. So there's 3 clips. 2 of them have tabs on them. One of them just a regular pressure clip that you push out. So that's where I was confused at. But now that you got it pushed back, you can see in here, there's a screw here that you have to remove. So you have to pull this flare back to get to the screw. Once the screw comes out, then you just simply pull to release it here. I'm going to leave this in until I get the bottom bolts out, but once I get the other side done, then we'll do that. I'm gonna break these clips, but whatever. I wonder if these can be bought from Toyota. All right, whatever. There's one clip. Right clip. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'm going to slide under and take off. There's 4 bolts on the bottom that need removed, so we'll get to those here in a second. Okay, so one of the bolts I removed over here on the sides that holds the liner in is actually one of the bolt on each side you need to remove, but otherwise there's 2 more. They're right here in the middle. Pop this guy off, and then this guy off. And it should be ready to come off. One step that I have to do, just because of those diodes that I have underneath the headlights, I have to pull it enough to disconnect them before I pull it completely off. But once we pull it off, you'll need something soft to put the bumper on. That way you don't scratch it as you do this. So we have a body shop stand with some pads on it. So we'll get to that point here in 1 second. And then to release the bumper, you just simply grab it and pull. Might seem a little concerning, but you're not going to hurt it. And then as you do this, there are also 2 clips down here that are holding it on. So you just simply grab. There we go. At that point, you're off. All right, so now your bumper's off. Next step is going to be to remove your shutter. There are 6 10mm bolts around the edge. You simply just remove. And then this plug here is the one I was talking about. This will also have to be disconnected before you remove it. Once all the bolts are out and this is disconnected, just keep the bolts and the shutter together and set it aside because we have to get down below it. Okay. All right, so once you get the front bumper laid down, next will be to disconnect your fog lights. And then my truck has prox sensors, so there's 2 little plugs in here. I just disconnect them real quick just to make sure that I can do it, or to get them off, but those are done. So once you get your fog lights disconnected, you will have 5 Phillips head screws along the bottom here. And then once those are out, you have these little pressure tabs. There's 10 of them that you have to press down on this tab and just push down. This might require a second person, but we'll see where it goes once we get going here. Let me set it up. There we go. All right, so there's 2 clips that have to be also removed that I didn't know about. They sit just to the, so these 2 things where we're holding this up, they sit at each side of the license plate if you have a front license plate, but just know those are there also. All right, so once you get to this point, there's going to be a screw on each side. The screw over here is actually down inside the bumper, so it helps to have a magnetic screwdriver for this. And once the screw's out, you just pull the light out, and the screw fell down, but that's fine. Okay, so now that we got the OE lights out, we're gonna install these in the truck now. These come with special brackets that go on each side here, and then they also come with brackets that are side specific. They're clearly marked inboard left hand, outboard left hand. We built the passenger side one just to get an idea what we were doing. but these little set screws will go in your middle here just as a plug, and all of the hex bolts are 3 mil. The bolts that mount the brackets to the light are 10 mil. So you install one on each side, just snug, and then you'll take this guy, start the second one. But you'll do this for both sides, and then, like I said, your brackets will mount as stated. And there is, one second here, there is a D that's printed on this frame. This is going to be the bottom of your light, so just keep that in mind as you install it. So when you go to install these side brackets, you'll know where to put them. One thing that we've noticed just kind of putting these together is if these bolts were ever to come loose, you have to take the entire bumper apart. So I'm going to just install a small amount of Loctite on these. That way they hopefully stay in place, because I could see with vibration and stuff that maybe, just maybe, they were to come loose, just to be safe. They just mount as so into the ends, and they're a little snug, or they're a little bit of, on one of the brackets there was a tiny bit of like just grab as it went in. It's not a big deal, but you want to place these as far forward as possible on the brackets. Okay, and then when they're done, they'll look like this. And then you'll just take them over to install. The kit will come with 4 washers and some zip ties here. These washers actually go on your factory screws that you took out. So as we go over to the truck, I'll show you what to do with these. So we'll take it over here. Before you install, they say to take a washer and actually start the outside screw just a bit. And then you'll just slide the bracket under it. So you may need a pick to do that. We'll slide over here and do this one real quick too. So once you get to that part, what you do is you'll simply slide it in like so. There we go. That inside one's a little fiddly, but essentially you just want the washer to be sitting flush on both pieces. So you can hopefully see down in there. And then at that point you'll install this one. There we go. Okay. Tighten everything up. That's upside down. Okay, so now that my other diodes are installed, we'll hop back on this, and when you go to install the light, they just simply plug in the back, and then with this plug, it's a universal side. There is a positive and a minus on the diode plug. Your positive will line up with your green wire. So you simply just plug that in, and then you'll zip tie these how you want. Also with your backlight wiring, there is a separate wire for the lights for the backlight. I took the time while Mike was at lunch to splice and kind of run the wire roughly kind of how I want it. We'll get that stuff zip tied down and installed, and then we'll move on to reassembly. So. The flapper dealy bob. Now the shutter. Alright. So this back middle bolt, when we went to take it off, has kind of an odd like square nut that's supposed to hold it in the plastic, and it was turning with the piece on. There's nothing that captures it, so I guess we'll just see how it goes when I put it back on, but it was a little strange coming off. Okay, and then once you get the shutter installed, just clip in your wire there, and now you can move to the vehicle with the bumper. Before we install the bumper back on though, we are going to check and make sure they work before we actually put everything on. So, whoa. Both working? Sweet. All right. Okay. These are the factory fog lights. Actually been very happy with them. This is before, and we'll show you here after here in a little bit. The other are much brighter. Sweet. All right. This one looks like it might, I mean, the cutoff line's still solid on it. They're much brighter. I'm assuming when we do a side-by-side, they'll be definitely noticeable, but yeah. All right, so we got the fog lights installed. I will finish the backlighting probably tonight when I get home. The wires ran, but I haven't had a chance to run it in the fuse box. But overall, very happy with the light quality. We'll see how they are at night, but they seem to be, just looking at them against the wall, they seem to be much brighter than factory. If you want the brightest though, you need to go white. I went yellow or amber just to match everything. Amber's not quite as bright, but it does help with like adverse conditions like dust or rain or snow. But yeah, that is it for this one. I will admit I forgot to plug in my other diode, so I do have to take the bumper apart a little bit to get that plugged back in. But yeah, other than that, we are done with this. Not sure if the video will be out before Save Expo, but Mike's behind the camera there, we will be at Save Expo in Stark, Florida at the end of the month. And then from there, we'll be seeing you at all the other expos and that we got around the US, or that we're planning on going to. But yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.